Seniac talking about the bridge. It's huge! Freaking huge! Me being immature. That's what she said. Seniac misspells harbour. Me shouts at the screen for the 5th time this episode. Seniac, we create jellyfish squid junction. Me, well, it kind of looks like sand. Seniac, let's call it Crab Harbour. Also Seniac calls it Crab Harbour. Seniac starts building. The environment. PTSD intensifies. Guys, welcome back to another episode of FishTown here in City Skylines. Yes, I get it. I get it, guys. I misspelled freaking Crab Harbour. Please, guys, this is why you should stay in school. If you're in school right now, you're thinking... Well, I would say you're in school right now. Nobody's in school. But if you're thinking about quitting school, don't. Because one day you'll make an episode of City Skylines and misspell harbour, and everyone will bully you and make you cry. I'm just joking. Guys, welcome back to another episode. If you have been enjoying FishTown here in City Skylines, then please make sure you smash that like button down below. And if you are new around here, make sure you subscribe so you're notified when that next episode comes out. Today we're going to continue the expansions. And I want to create our very own dedicated waste facility area, water treatment area, and all that kind of jazz. We kind of set up the road network in the last episode. And I also want to take a look at the industrial section, side of things, the crab harbour, as I've now called it. Because I need to sort all out the train junctions and how they're going to work before we progress on expanding it a little bit further. So, guys, are you ready to do this? Because I'm ready to do this. Boom, we are back. So, this is what we set up last episode then, guys. We've got this nice little road that comes off the roundabout, which we can utilise. And all this little area here, we're going to turn it into our kind of the backbone, the industry beneath our kind of region, city, town. What's going to supplement the lifeline: water, sewage, power, garbage, everything. Now, somebody left a comment. I do apologise. I can't remember what your name was again, but said you shouldn't place it here because this is what people are going to see as they enter from the big bridge. And while that is true, and it might kind of mess up our natural stuff here, there's nowhere else I want to place it at the moment. I did think about putting it over here, but we got so much traffic over here in general anyway when we eventually build this all up. I don't want to add too much flames to the fire. Is that the right expression? So I'm going to place it up here for now. We might move it at some point in the future. And we do have this road here which goes up to our little nature reserve, which is kind of hindered by the pollution that's coming from over there. But we've got to do what we've got to do, boys, unfortunately. We'll try and go as eco-friendly as possible with all this stuff. But we just got to do what we got to do. So, okay, first things first. And let me rename Crab Harbour right now. There we go. Harbour! There we go, guys. It's now spelt right. Please leave me alone. Unless I'm being trolled and it's not spelt right. Shock. Where is our... There we go. Harbour. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I did spell it wrong. There's no U. I've now referenced it against the actual anchovy fishing harbour. Okay, guys. Got it done now. Leave me alone. Oh my goodness me. Right, okay then. So, let's take a look at all this then. So, we got our road set up over here. And I think we'll take a look at garbage first, because that's going to be the most polluting one out of all of them. And I want to try and go as eco-friendly as possible. So, to go eco-friendly, let's take a look. I do have like stuff like the large recycling center, which is just here, which gives a noise. It only gives a noise pollution, not an actual ground pollution, which is good. It has a capacity of 72,000, which our current garbage production is almost double that. Okay, we have the small landfill there. We have the waste. See, that produces too much pollution. I have the incinerator, which produces 100 pollution. Now, I believe I have an incinerator down right now, don't I? Or do I not? Let me check the garbage. No, I don't. That's our transfer facility. Okay, I don't. I also have the pollution-free incinerator, which I could throw that down, which might be a good little shout there. But we definitely need those large recycling centres anyway. So if I get a couple of these down right now then, and we're going to switch it up to a little bit of an industrial road, and we'll come off it now. So let's pick this little point here, and we'll go out by 20. And I'm going to stick down on this. I've already lost where I am right now. These large advanced recycling centres. So one just there and one just there. Right. Which means I could hopefully, delete a little bit of that road there and just bring it up to the very end. That's better. That's so much better. So we got two of those bad boys down right now, which are going to need the water and power. I'll slow down in just a moment. And then we need to place down the pollution-free incinerator that I have, which is only quite a small little building, and we'll kind of get it to run down the back of this one, and let's just kind of get that to kind of bend in slightly. There we go. So building off it, and we'll throw down. So what's the capacity on that? It does 40,000. It's not huge, but it will provide us with some power. So we'll do another large recycling centre just there then, to kind of add to the edge of it. And we'll then throw in our little, where is it gone? Pollution-free incinerator. Alright, we'll do another. I mean, it would be nice to squeeze it there. Let me use the Anarchy then. Place it down. And we'll just move it slightly over. Give it a little bit of a rotate. There we go. Just pause a second and drop that down. So that actually is not too bad now. There's our little garbage kind of filter center. And I place it over here then, so it's kind of out of the way of where we do eventually all of our water treatment and stuff like that. That's kind of how we pretty much want to get it all down. So that's not too bad. It's not too bad then. Okay, so let me just kind of like figure out the rest of it. And so we got rid of the garbage then. Let's move. Oh, hang on, I'm just on the move tool. We need to move the solar right now, which that doesn't produce any pollution, which is great. So it's going to cost me 16,000 to relocate it. So I need to make sure that I'm dropping it in a good little spot. Now, before we do any of that then, the water. Now I do have these little basins here, which have noise pollution, no ground pollution. Now, is that what we've been using over here? No, we've been using the inland water treatment. And how we have eco versions of them as well, don't we? Water treatment plant, and then we have the advanced version, which does a little bit of ground pollution, but it's not as bad. What's the difference? So they cost 800. Oh my goodness me, they are very, very high. But we'll need these advanced ones. We'll need a couple of these as well. So where would be the best spot for these then? I'm thinking if I come off here by 10, just by 10, let me just see if it fits in. Not quite, no. So we need to go a little bit further out than 10. So is that still 10? Sorry, yeah. Okay, 15. And then cut in there. Do you reckon that's a bit too much to cut in there? Let's see. So water treatment down. I could get one there. I could squeeze in one there as well. Do you know, actually, no. We won't go for that little cut in there. We'll bring this road straight up. Like that. There we go. So how much are these? They're 25,000 a pop. So if I grab one in there and there, that's two of them now in. Let's sort out the water. So bring that up to here, straight across to there. And let me just kind of like follow the road out, so the center there, and then bring this down as if it connects up. So that would have all the water, it just doesn't have the power just yet. But I'm going to push the power over. So our little water treatment plants are just there. We don't have the water towers over there at the moment either. So let's reallocate that. 16,000 to reallocate that, isn't it? Yeah. So let's go fast forward then so we can get some money coming in. So we could get rid of these then. But again, it's going to need power. Okay, we've now got the money to reallocate it. There we go. So if I dropped this, just for now, I can actually place it there as to be the buffer. Oh wait, no, it does have noise pollution. Okay. So if I just dropped it here then. Oh, see, it's not the best spot because I've got the ends there. But I'm going to leave it there for now because it is another 16,000 to move it again. Do you know what? We'll pull out a loan, boys. We'll pull out a free. We'll get the big boy loan. There we go. And we'll sort this all out then. So I think we should actually have the power then. So I'll leave the inside here for water treatment, and we'll do the outskirts then for power. There we go. And then all this over here will be garbage treatment. That's kind of how we're going to rock and roll with it, which shouldn't be too bad. So by moving that, I also need to then, extend our power. So it's going to run through all of this for now until it's all hooked up. So that means it then has the power, so that can now function as normal. So if that can function as normal, which will give it the water there, I can then get rid of these ones. So I no longer need the sewage stuff. And I can get rid of the garbage plant too. That's now gone. I just then need to allocate or reallocate our water. So get rid of that little section there. Now how much are those water towers? They're not too much, they're 9,000. They're quite big on the upkeep. They provide us a ridiculous amount of water, which is good. So let's place these then around. So did they give ground pollution again? They did, didn't they? So I don't want the water supplied too close to it. So I think we'll have the water supply up here. So if we do 1, 2, and then 3. So they'll have a nice view of the water towers as people enter. Do they need power? Yes, they do. There we go. So we now have the water set up, which means we can delete these. And then what's remaining right now? We have these waste transfer facilities. The building's not currently empty. So we're going to empty these buildings. And we have one over here as well. Now all they do is transfer, well, they store garbage, but I'm going to get rid of them. Because I'm not going to go with them. We're going to kind of keep it nice and simple. Wait for them to empty, and then we can reallocate everything anyway. So let me just check the power now. Power's good. Water and sewage is good. Garbage is good. Sweet. So this little area is now going to work. It's got a really good connection over here as well, so that's pretty solid. And it's kind of out the way of everything. It will take some time for that pollution to disappear before we can start building upon it. But we do have that nice, sweet little commercial and industrial growth. Now, before we sort any of that out, let's just go to normal play mode. We now want to rework all of this. So first things first, let's get this kind of set up over here. Now, we have over here, we have the fishing harbour. They're just general fishing harbours. We've got a couple of anchovies there. And then shellfish there because of how it kind of works. Let me just check out the fishing scenario right now. It's pretty much or shellfish or anchovies is what we've got over there. Or we can go with generic fishing, but we'll kind of keep it specialised. So I want to get this set up so I know how the road is going to connect over here before we then rework the train system. So industry, over to here then, and we're going to go then with the shellfish first, which is this one here. So we'll stick our first one just there, and then we'll go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 5, isn't it? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Then using the touch it mod, we're going to undo all the roads from it. And there we go. And we can get rid of them. And then on this side then, so that was all shellfish. We'll get anchovies on this side. So which one's anchovies? This one. Nice. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, not enough money. Oh, snap. Oh, yeah, I just realised I was spending all my money. But we'll make it back like really, really quick. So I'll just take another loan just to kind of finish this off. 16,000 and that one just there. Sweet. So unhook all of these. And then get rid of it. I got to get rid of all of this. Would it be easier to kind of drag and drop? Oh. Yeah, it's going to be. Oh, I've deleted that one. I didn't mean to. Right, just put that back in. There we go. And delete. Sweet, mate. All gone. Okay. So with that set up then, let's try and get the road underway as well. So the road comes down and we'll plug it to there for now. Just do the same on this side. Just so I know the kind of angles that we're working with. And this is where it gets a little bit tricky. So keeping it down to earth. So it kind of goes a little bit diagonal. But we have to then use the move it tool to kind of position it all. If it will allow me to select. Oh, there we go. It does. That's actually a little bit tricky, isn't it? Okay, let me delete that one. Wait, why have I got that selected? Right, delete you. Right, if I put that to there, because I feel like this one's going a little bit weird than normal. Oh, hold on, now we're underwater. And then anarchy the road straight over. And then bring that slightly out. I mean, it's quite funky in the best of ways, but I think that's as good as we're going to get it just for now. So back to normal then. Oh, hold on, hold on. Alright, bring that up to there. I don't exactly know how we kind of cut it across. So actually it comes connected up to here. There we go. So we know we're in kind of like a uniform kind of stance right now. So based off this then, I want to get a couple of these train lines set up because we do know that as time goes on, we're going to start producing more and more trucks and vehicles from this industrial area. So it's going to cause a lot of traffic. And then rather than having all the traffic head out and then go in their various ways, if we can get them to go to an export area train terminal, it will push it to the harbour. Now I need to get them quite dotted all over because if you put one in, all of them try to get over to there. If I can evenly spread them out, that would be more beneficial. Now they're very expensive. They're 60,000 a pop. So if I was to put one there, so one there, one here and one here to evenly spread it, we know that this road is a little bit too close to the edge. Is that empty? Yes. So I can now delete this building, right? Yes. So again, pause again. Get rid of all of that. And that. We need to move these factories as well. So let me just get all this set up as well. So just there, which is there. Then up here. So, oh. I've mimicked them as close as I can. See how that goes. Right, sweet. So let's move this fish factory then. So we've got one there. One there. One there. And one there. We'll use the move it tool real quick right now just to kind of fine tune the buildings. Nice. Okay, that's all set up then. So we know that's the original layout for the road. So I came up by a little bit there and pushed this straight across. And decided that is now going to be the new level connection. We should then be able to fit in the train station fairly easy. Yeah, it's got plenty of room to now work with. But of course, wait, was that the right train station? Cargo, yeah. But of course, we got to make sure we got the money. So let's get all this up and running first then. So water straight down. Water straight down. In terms of power, they don't have the power just yet. So let's get them connected. And then we need to set their fishing routes as well. So this is all shellfish, this is all anchovy, and that is also a shellfish one there as well. So fishing lines then. Alright, we run this straight up. So this has got to go to this area. So I bring that one straight up to there. Straight up as well. I should do them one by one really, shouldn't I? Alright, that should be more than enough because it's got a long stretch. This one will go this way. Does that finalize that one? Yes. As weird as that was. So I'm pretty much just going to go for some straight lines here. And bring them directly back. There we go. That one should then be done. Just because the way I've got to try and fit all these in. Which one am I doing right now? It's this one, isn't it? And then bam. That should be done. So I just want nice trawler lines. And then this one we can make a little bit wendy and bendy. And then go straight back. There we go. So that'll start producing right now for us. And then these are anchovy ones. We'll do a nice little pattern. So bring that to there. Let's bring them all down in a line. Like that, and then we can get them all connected up nicely. There we go. Get this one intertwined around. And this one can just literally cut through all of them. Like that. So that sets all those routes now up. So I can kind of then just leave them alone to do what they've got to do. And that should then start producing lots of stuff. What's this over here? Oh, it's the services. Okay, we'll get them set back up in a moment. So now we got those underway. We need to then get the money in to finalize everything. So let's just bring these roads all up. That straight up to there. That straight to there. Good stuff. So we're now going to be producing more fish than ever before, which is quite a scary thought, really. Okay, we'll delete you. Delete you because I can get some sight on the side, on this side as well. I want to try and get like a nice range. There's no one-way roads, is there, around here? Oh, there is. Does it matter with one-way roads, do you reckon? No, I'm sure there was a reason to why I put one-way roads going round. Right. Yeah, because I've got one-way roads set up over there as well. There we go. One-way system just there. Make sure this is all pointing the right way around in the loop. So I don't want to make these crossroads. That doesn't bother me whatsoever. There we go. And so we, so how much that takes to it. Actually, we'll make these go crossing over. I'll put the little cross back. There we go. Makes sense, doesn't it? There we go. Bring this all the way to the top of it. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, and we'll leave it as that. So we've got now enough money to place one of them down. So, oh, hang on, the power lines are now in the way. There's always an issue, isn't there, boys? There's always an issue. Okay, let me just get rid of these power lines real quick. So place this one down there then. So centralize it. And then power we'll take from this side instead. So get rid of you, and that should then set that back up. Good stuff. So we're going to have one there. We'll also have one here as well. To keep the traffic, so all they've got to do is come out here and then go straight in, and vice versa. Now they come in on that one side of the road, don't they? So I might need to switch things up slightly. But then I really want to place one on the edge there. That's kind of where I want to pull it. Right, let me try this. I can make the crossover happen a lot earlier. So, right. Right, if I placed it here then, because they're going out that way anyway. Like there. Because they come in this way, they go down, and they've got to exit out this way. So if I can pull them in there, do the same thing on this one. I think I'll flip the loop over on this to go down that way and go around that way so they come out that side. And then we can do something different on this side. Yeah, that's definitely the way to do it, isn't it? Right. Do they have power now? No. Okay, we'll use this side as the testing side. So, train tracks then. We want to elevate ASAP. And hang on, what's the elevation there? It's 10. So elevation by 10 just there. Straight over to here. Like that. As simple as a connection is like that, there we go. So that enables then people, they would then feel like this is the closer one. You literally just, as you're coming out of this area, up to here, turn in. Done, easy, simple. So they consider that to be the closest export area. So let's have a little fast forward then, so to kind of get this area up and running and moving and shaking. There is so many boats we've got going out right now. They're going to be screaming soon, just like how these are. Which one's screaming? Not enough buys for fish. They're all going to be screaming it soon. So they're all coming in right now anyway. There we go. So they're pulling in. So we should start seeing exports going out very soon. We've got enough money coming in right now. So let's pause again. And I've got to flip around all of this. So flip around all of that. What's going on here? Delete that road. There's a bit there, isn't there? Yeah. Alright, get this back in. So it's going this way. And we've just got a little cut over. Oh, I messed that up big time. Just like that. Nice, 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 nice. Delete this bit there. Just delete quickly these power lines. And oh, it's freaking 60,000. I forget. I forgot already how much it was. And let's sort it out then. So we got a bus route there, haven't we? So that's probably going to get messed. No, okay, it's redone. It's all back to normal. Good stuff. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. So just let it simulate this whole area. Let me just zoom out a little bit. Let this whole area just kind of simulate. So we know if anything arrives, pops up, changes. Oh, how have I known to spotted that? This is not connected. This whole area is not functional then at this point. Oh, great. There we go. That took a while. So that's all now in them. So keep it going. I've got now enough money to set up the export area on this side. Which, how close did we make it? I suppose it doesn't really matter. It overhangs that road slightly anyway. There we go. Which will then come up, cut round, and then go over and then connect up there. So that'd be good for those guys filtering out this way. They can go straight into here. So let's set up the train tracks now then. So straight out to there. So instantly up by 10 and then pause straight across. We're going to take a train track straight down here. There we go. And then we'll add in a nice little bend. That's a 7x7. That's actually quite perfect then, wasn't it? It really was. So power lines. We don't need these, do we? Where does that go? Yeah, we do need those. Alright, I'll cut these from there. A little bit easier. So then we have this set up. So I'm keeping that one there for now, just because I want to see how things progress with that one. So they should slowly start using this one as now time goes on. Again, we'll give them some time to realise that they can use that export area. And I feel like this one here is going to be used by this one. Oh, hang on, I haven't even got the train line connected. There's an issue. Boom, there we go. So yeah, they can start using that one. And then I'm thinking, with this one, maybe place one here and one there, which you're probably thinking is a bit close for these, but it will serve whatever's in this area. But I might just leave that there for now and just kind of see how things progress. So I'm going to move these now then finally and give them what they require. So I put them on this side, there and there, so they've got the power that they need so they can be functional again. And are they going to go into here yet? I'm not sure how long it takes. Yeah, there we go. So one's just gone in, so it just shows you that it could potentially start working soon. Hopefully then it reduces the amount of traffic as time goes on. So how much are we pulling from this industrial area? Let me check my money. So, well, it was 20,000. It went up to 20,000 there for a second. So it's going to fluctuate quite a lot until we find that level ground. Back up to 19, close to getting to 20 again, 21, 25. Wow. Well, did I just see a 32? I'm sure I've seen it pop up 32,000 then for a second. Maybe. Maybe it did. Maybe it didn't. Who knows? But yeah, it's less vehicles now coming out. You're still going to get vehicles coming in there anyway, but if I can get them to export there instead, we're on to a winner. Because it then reduces the amount of traffic over here. That's kind of what it does. So we do have some traffic lights there, which I'm going to get rid of. Goodbye. And yeah, we'll just see how that then progresses and how that goes. There's a train going out from over here. Nice, smooth. How much we got coming in? So 19,000, 17, 18, 16, 17 there, 15. I mean, you're still making a big chunk of change each week. That's what I like to see. What's my budget like? So I've really reduced the boats now. Let's up the shipment levels back to 100%, so we're getting more boats coming in and out. 26,000. It went up to 26, 29. Oh man, 30. There we go, guys. 31. We are watching it push up, right? It's 32. So now we're getting more boats leaving the place and being generated. That's good for us. 35, 36. Oh, snap. Yeah, money's definitely coming in. Money's definitely coming in right now. Right, that's good then. So, as time goes on, we will add more to this area when the demands are needed again. Which I know we got a huge industrial demand right now. But, like, there's not enough buyers for the fish just yet. So, we got to add a little bit more stuff to FishTown in general. To get things rocking and rolling. But it's not too bad. What's unemployment like now, then? So 16%, so yeah, it could do with some more jobs then, but we need more buyers for the fish, meaning we need some more commercial built and set up. So is that pollution gone then? Let me check the pollution levels. Yeah, it's completely all gone, which means I can get rid of these guys. I'll get rid of these roads, because I'm not quite sure if they fit within... Oh, where's that going to anyway? Oh, over to there. Yeah, I'm not quite sure if they fit within the grid that I'm kind of trying to get set up. But let's say I continued it right now. So it's by 30 that we're going with. So sticking out by 30 would be there. And out by another 30 is there. It is 30s that we're doing in it, isn't it? Yeah. And here. Yeah. And then another 30 would be there. And that would be the final connection that we would create. So if I come out by 20, it's actually not 20, it's 21, isn't it? Yeah. Because you got to counter for this one that sticks out a little bit further to maximize the grid spacing. And then push all this back. There we go. So just, oh, messed that one up there. Just still building up my little grid. So we know where stuff's being placed and how it's working. Sweet, mate. Sweet, sweet, sweet. And right, commercial. So we've got a little commercial shopping district just there, and we've got one over here as well. Now, should we go for a little bit of high density commercial just in these two little spots and see how that kind of takes to the area? Do we have enough education? Yeah, we've got enough education that should be able to provide the jobs for the high density commercial. But we'll place it over here because it's near this built up area anyway. And I think it will make a little bit more sense. Yeah, so let that kind of grow up now. Right, and that will then also grab more peeps from it. We don't have that much traffic over here in general anyway, so it's pretty good for this area. Nice. So let's have a little fast forward then. Get all those jobs in the way, which will bring down the demands in general. Oh, they need water. There we go. So they've got the water then, and that will slowly take away that demand. Also provide more jobs, so that 16% unemployment should then slowly start to drop. Yep, it's gone down to 15%, which is really good. So I really don't want too much high density stuff on these islands, so it'll completely ruin it. So we've got to be careful with how much we're doing. Alright, still providing more jobs. I want to see if it drops down to 14%. There we go. So we took off 2% unemployment straight away. We've employed 2% of the population just from this little area, which in return provides more jobs, more commercial, which means more buyers for the products down here, and vice versa. Vice versa, boys. So trains are shooting out like there's no one's business right now as we're exporting the fish, which is really good to see. That underground highway they added in has seemed to be doing wonders as well. I'm really impressed. So we got that residential demand. So we might as well now then start filling it up. So we start with the back of these buildings here. Keep it all going. As we're really going for that population boom. So by the fact that we've got big demands in general anyway for industrial and commercial, but adding in this more residential is going to kind of go against what I'm doing or what I need to do by providing more jobs and more industry. But we can get that feel for it, mate. We can get that feel for it. We can kind of see where it all levels out at. We've got 11,000 in population. I didn't even notice that we passed the 10,000 mark, which is crazy. So employment now should then start to shoot back up again as we're getting more people moving in. But how is the schools anyway? So we've only got one elementary school, so let's add another one in right now. So I think I'll add another 2 in. We'll drop... So we've got one there. I'll drop one here. And then we'll throw one over there, what will eventually be on that side. So we'll just kind of hook up the power like this for now. We got a bus depot there, which I need to move as well. So that's over there for when we eventually expand over to this area. I need another high school, so we've got one over there. I'll throw in one just here. Now we don't have anything on the university front just yet. So we'll kind of hold up on that until we've got like a huge demand for it. But that should help with a lot of needs and issues. Unemployment's still at 14%. That's actually pretty good. So going back into normal play mode then. So now the money's coming in thick and fast. It's quite exciting. So we've got all these little buildings down then. These fish factories. We could do then with some... Well, we could do with some more fish factories. There's not enough buyers for the product, so if I can at least produce the goods, then that's good. So, and they do provide a lot of jobs. So more fish factories going to be placed down right now. So if I do one there, can I squeeze another one there? I'm going to squeeze another one in there. I'm going to anarchy it slightly in. Just for the, because eventually I'll probably move that. But then again, I can brush all these over slightly. So move those over. Move that slightly over as well. Move that a little bit closer. There we go. Nice. So they not only provide more jobs, but we can produce more goods out of them to get them exported. That has got a lot of storage left over that we can store the goods. So as long as I'm pulling all the goods, the raw resources, or basically as long as I'm pulling all the fish from the harbours and the docks and getting it processed, we can store it before we sell it. That's what we need to do there. So that would have provided in itself, again, a lot more jobs for the industry, which has slowly brought it down a little bit, but we still have that high demand for it. And got the high density commercial in over there, which is all good. So it's quite exciting, isn't it? It is quite exciting. There's still a lot of things that we kind of need to throw in and kind of get set all up. We got a nice big chunk of change coming in, but we got to start looking at these unique buildings as ways to kind of build up the area. So on this kind of front right now, we have like the city arch, which increases tourist capacity, because that will be another kind of way of trying to make some money, is trying to get tourists on the island, which is why I wanted to build up our nature reserve. So I think we'll do the nature reserve first before we go anywhere. But traffic is quite minimal. Not enough goods to sell apparently. Are you sure about that, guys? We've got loads getting produced right now. Loads of industry getting produced. But yeah, it's not too bad. Right, residents are still moving in. Still got those commercial demands, which you still need to work up around here then. So we'll go low density to fill all this up here. So let me just pause while I paint it in. Because I gotta be careful about too much high density, because it'll ruin the vibe of the area. And then here, I wanted to leave that free, because I was eventually going to put a roundabout in, but seeing as traffic is progressing quite slowly, we're not really seeing much demand, because I built that underground highway. So we could maybe potentially get away with not placing it in, but then I could throw down some unique buildings over here instead. Right, let's get the water all set up. There we go. Get that commercial thrown in. And then we have to do some specialization commercial at some point as well. So I'm thinking then, next episode we maybe look towards growing a little bit of the tourist side of the island. That could be a good shout. We're going to need more services right now. So a police station, we've got one over there. I'm going to get a larger one over here. So if I place it just there on that side of the road. What's the power situation? Let me just get rid of those power grids. Same with the fire. I'm going to get a larger version of it. Let me just pause, get rid of that, so I can place it just here. So on that road rather than the straight bit, so we can kind of come in and out a little bit easier. So we got bigger versions then of the policing and the fire, which them themselves do provide jobs. Hospital, we need a bigger hospital. And I know we got a little medical centre there, but we're getting an actual fully fledged hospital in, which will be good. So get it off the main road area there, which is pretty solid. And then in terms of death care, where are we with that? We've got 2 crematoriums. We're okay for now, aren't we? Yeah. So bring the power back down a bit. So they've got water, so we're okay for now. So that they provide more jobs and more services on the island in general. So pushing it up a bit more, because as we're slowly starting to grow this way. And unemployment now is at 12%. That's good. That's real good. So let that naturally grow then. It should grow back up the unemployment as we've got more jobs and stuff like that. So what's the problem over here? Not enough goods to sell. Have we really got that issue about not enough goods to sell? I mean, yeah, the capacity's coming down. Oh, snap. So why are they complaining about there's not enough buyers for fish? Are people getting fed up of fish? Or is it the fact that we need more fish factories? I mean, also we could need some more fish markets, which would be good. We've got 2 up there squeezed in, so it'd be nice to get one over here as well. So slightly off the beaten path a little bit. We could squeeze in a little fish market just there. Power, got water, yeah. As a little way of getting a little bit of shops nearby, and I can maybe create a little commercial zone just here. Yeah, so based off the back of that, we'll create a little commercial zone just here, which the water is going to need to continue up a bit more. There we go. So shops everywhere. I know they're complaining about not enough goods to sell, but we should be able to get more exports coming in and stuff like that anyway. These should be able to start producing more. Maybe we need to slow down on the exports and maybe do some more imports. But the demand's there. If the demand's there, it's there. So, unemployment now, 9%. So I think the next episode then, I know we got this harbour set up here. We need to take a look at the policies and what we can do in terms of the fishing front. Because they are complaining about not having enough goods to sell. So we need to give them more reasons to sell stuff. Right, in terms of warehouses, the warehouses doesn't throw up, does it? No. Weirdly enough, traffic flow comes up when you go into warehouses. But the demand, the storage is going down still. It was in the 40%. Now it's in the 30s. So, yeah. Might just in general. So, actually, if you look at it, it's the seaweed. There's not enough buyers for the seaweed. Everything else seems to be pretty good. So that's interesting. That's very interesting to see itself there. Look at that. We're in the 45,000 right now in terms of exports for the industry. We are making serious cash. So let's pay back all our debts. We're now officially debt-free as a little city right now, which is good. Still got a few little issues here and there that we can kind of work on. Have we seen... You know what? I was going to say, I haven't seen many cargo ships coming in and out, but we've got one now coming in. So it might then start producing some good. Oh, no, no. Okay, bye. Yeah, that one's coming in. That should drop off some goods. We might need to create some offices. Create some office jobs to start producing some goods as well. This might where we have to start progressing. But we're going to end it for here anyway, guys. I hope you did enjoy this episode, as we're just kind of creating more backbones before we start progressing. So next episode, we'll get that nature reserve all set up and a few little tourist hotspots onto the island, so we can start bringing in tourists, another way to make some money, and hopefully that creates a little bit more demand. Our residential demand has now skyrocketed, weirdly enough. So unemployment's really, really low, so we got so many jobs. So maybe once we get more people on the island, they might be able to produce more goods to sell more goods. They could be just lacking employment. So like, look, 34 out of 53. Yeah, we also need some higher education stuff on the island too. But we'll get there. So issues are starting to appear. We can then solve them as time goes on. Hope you guys did enjoy this episode. If you did, smash that like button down below. And until next time, guys, I'll see you all soon. So, goodbye.